Hi, Diana. It's so nice for you to join me this morning. Um, the laughing lady. And yes, before we even start this call, we have laughed quite a bit. Thank you for that.
Highly, yeah, I've already had such a lot of fun this morning with you, and laughter just resolves everything, doesn't it?
Hey, it sure does. It sure does. Diana, I would love for you to just very shortly introduce yourself to our viewers. And I just wanted to, before you start, say, wow, I was super excited about this interview, and I'm looking forward to it. So the floor is yours.
Thank you, Lee. So I am the laughter lady, and what I do is I do workshops and team building events. I do presentations at conferences and stuff, just to show people how to laugh without any humor, because especially in today's day and age, people don't laugh any longer, and we so desperately need laughter, and nobody has got the same sense of humor. So I'm not a comedian. I allow you to bring out your inner child so you can just have fun and laugh. So
That is
yeah,
awesome.
that's what I do.
Oh, that's wonderful. And I'm fascinated by what you do. And I want to understand. I mean, I've started to get to know you a lot better as well. But I think just for our viewers, why do you do what you do? Why is this a passion for you?
Lee, so as you know, I lost my husband in November 2019. And we go through a grief process, and people expect you to be depressed when you go through that, but the opposite is actually true. We don't necessarily want to go out and have fun, but nothing stops you from laughing, and the laughter actually helped me deal with the whole grief process, because laughter in itself is healing. And there are so many people out there that needs healing, especially when we all know somebody that either has COVID or has passed from COVID, or is just so depressed because of what this whole COVID thing has done to the world. And
Yes.
so we don't want to laugh, but how can we be serious all the time? We'll all go into depression, and everything's just gonna collapse even more.
Yes.
If we can laugh
Yes.
and we keep our spirits high, we can actually get the courage to move forward. And that is what we need today. That is how laughter helps me to move forward, to take a step forward every day and just continue with life. Yes, I do have my times when I want to cry and when I do cry, but I'm not stuck in it, because I
Yes.
take my daily dose of laughter. It's a
Yes.
medication that heals the inner self, and it puts a smile on your face. When you feel depressed and you walk past somebody that is smiling, they give you a smile, you smile back at them, and you instantly feel better. So if a smile alone can do that, if you laugh out loud, how much more can you feel? It's Laughter is
Yes.
just contagious. Look at when a little
It
baby
is.
laughs. A baby laughs and we don't know why they're laughing, but we are hosing ourselves because of the child's laughter.
Yes. And I think that that's also, especially with what's going on, and people are suffering from a lot of the ripple effects of what's been going on. Um, and that saying of laughter is the best medicine, I don't think will ever get old, because even if someone just sends you a beautiful message or just lets you know that they're thinking about you, and I mean, it puts a smile to your face, and immediately, I think just by smiling or laughing, it almost has sends a message to your brain and to your body, and you kind of almost feel a little bit better.
Yes.
But I do agree with you. I think there's a lot of people that needs some good laughing. And, you know, that's also actually one of the reasons why in the e-magazine, I specifically decided to put in a humor category. And I think, you know, that specifically is around just people seeing that there is still a little bit of a lighter side of life. Life hasn't stopped. And with you featuring in our coaching and our inspiration category, you know, it's so amazing, because I think there's going to be a lot to this e-magazine that's just going to uplift people's spirits again a bit, you know. And I'm really so happy that we could have this discussion today, and I'm so happy that you're featuring in the e-magazine. I have a question though, and to be honest with you, I never knew that you get something like laughing therapy, or I'm not sure what terminology you would use, but can you tell us a little bit more about where does this come from? You know, where does this originate from? Are there lots of people out there doing this? If you can just give us a bit of a background on that, that'll be amazing.
There's actually so many more people that do the laughter than I even realized when I started it, because you'd never hear of people doing it. So where did it actually originate from? It originated from India. Just something quickly. The movie Patch Adams. Most people have seen the movie Patch Adams. That was a couple of years ago. But that was based on a true story. This doctor just decided that healing people is more than just a financial transaction. He wanted people to actually feel the benefits. And that's why he wore a clown nose when he went to work. Anyway, Dr. Madan Kataria in 1995 started a laughter club. He started writing an article for a magazine on how laughter can heal. And as he started doing his research, he decided he needs to get more and more into this. And he decided to start a laughter club. They started with the laughter club by telling jokes, but soon they ran out of jokes because everybody does not have the same sense of humor. And then if you don't have anything to say, then eventually jokes become vulgar and offensive, and that's what they did not want. So he sat down and he thought, like, okay, what am I going to do? And then he decided, okay, let's see. It says that the subconscious doesn't distinguish between fake laughter and real laughter. What if we fake laugh? So even if you just go, if you don't feel like laughing today and you just go, your subconscious picks up that is laughter. And that already makes you feel better. And fake laughter, if you laugh, do the fake laughter for long enough, that eventually turns over into real laughter.
Yes.
The laughter is also good for your body, because you will remember when you were a child, and sometimes in your adult life, we laugh and we grab our stomach and say, my stomach is so sore.
Yes.
Actually, because you're doing stomach exercises when you laugh. And people never realize it. We just think like, oh, my stomach is sore, but you never think about it, that it's actually a physical exercise. And that's why they also call it laughter yoga, because what we do with the exercises that we do when we present a workshop, when I would say to you, have a phone next to your ear, and you would have the phone, you lift your arm. So there is a movement in your arm already. So if we do milkshake laughter, we move our arms. And it is a form of exercise. For some people, that is the only exercise that they would get for that day or for that week, for whatever time, because a lot of people don't do exercises. And it's so much more fun. And you're having laughter and fun while you're doing exercises. I just love doing it. So Dr. Madan Kataria has started all of this in India, and it's spread all over the world, and they've got laughter clubs all over. Yeah.
Well, that's brilliant. And I'm looking forward to coming and doing some classes with you.
Oh,
I think that
absolutely.
that's, I think you have to experience it, and you have to, and yeah, so I'm definitely, I think we'll send the deVonk team after we've launched to come for a few laughing classes. And I just think that that's so amazing. And it's fascinating. And you touched earlier on, the fake laughing versus having a sense of humor. And I think so many people think that laughing is because someone else is funny, or someone else, like you said, tells a joke. And so often you meet someone that has a very dry sense of humor, and it is actually not even that funny, but just the way in which they say it. And and that's so fascinating to me. And I think one of my favorites is the contagious one. And that's when someone starts laughing at something and you immediately, you just pick up and you can't help it. I always love it when someone else has a contagious laugh, a funny laugh, and you're literally just laughing because they're laughing.
Because they laugh, yes.
Because they're laughing. And
yeah, with the fake laughter and versus the real laughter, if you don't have a sense of humor, or you don't understand my jokes, or even if you do understand my joke, you're going to laugh for 2 or 3 seconds at a time. But to actually reap benefits from laughter, you need to laugh for 15 minutes a day. Now,
wow.
Even if you watch a comedy, or you laugh with your friends, you're not going to laugh for 15 minutes. And that's where I give you laughter exercises. Like I said earlier, we bring out the inner child. We will run around playing like kids, being airplanes, and just having so much fun. And laughter comes naturally eventually. And you just, the tears will roll. And even those people that said, I will promise you today, I will not laugh, I will not do this, eventually they go like, you know what, I give in, because you cannot not laugh if the inner child comes out to play.
Yes, it's actually quite important. And tell me if this is something that you do within corporates, and I know with the whole COVID thing, people are not always necessarily working together in offices and things anymore, but is this something that you would offer to corporates for like a team building type exercise? Because this is very unique. And, I think a lot of people, especially with the stress and everything that we're going through, forget to laugh, or don't necessarily think that it's appropriate to laugh, and people tense up. And, I almost see it as going for a good time massage. You feel a lot better after that. And is this not something that you would offer to corporates, even if you do it virtually, just for people in the working environment to be less tense, and actually just be that child again and be silly again and laugh again? And so I don't know if that's something that you do and that you offer.
Yes, that absolutely, that is what I do. And of course, when you do it in person, people have a lot more eye contact. And when you have eye contact, you build a lot more trust. And it's when you've grabbed the whole corporate team together, from the CEO to the cleaner, they all on the same level when you do a workshop like this. So people get to know each other on a different level. Because once you've laughed together like this, you also have a lot more trust and understanding of that person. Because we always think like, oh, look at her, she's in a bad mood today. But we haven't walked in her shoes. We don't understand what issues she has. But when you laugh together, you just don't have to worry about what's going on with her. You understand more. So now, instead of she's in a bad mood, you can go make eye contact and just give her a smile, and that will make her feel loved as well. But now, because of COVID, most of the events are done online. And yes, you can reap the same benefits. I do the same exercises online, and people still have the same laughter. So it doesn't matter
Okay.
if it's live or online, we do the workshops.
Yes. Okay, well, brilliant. And I think there's so many benefits to this than what people actually realize. So I'm super excited about your featured article in our eMag, and also your video, just showing a bit of what's happening in these workshops to give our readers a bit of a better understanding of what it looks like, and what the guys get up to and what you get them to do. And so, but yes, Deanna, I just wanted to say thank you. Every single time I talk to you, sometimes even when we phone each other, we just start laughing, and it's brilliant. We haven't even said hello yet. It's just that, and I think so much more people need this to uplift their spirits and just, but yes, thank you so much for your time today. And it's been amazing chatting to you. Thank you.
Well, thank you for spending time with me, and let's get the world laughing. Let's make the world a happier place.
Oh, brilliant. Thanks, Deanna.
Thank you, Lee.
Keep well.
And
Bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.